No, I think we're in.
Now I think we're good morning, everybody. Welcome to our second of four Positive Tuesdays Ben and Fitzy reunion shows scheduled for this month. We're streaming live on our YouTube channel, and we're attempting to dual stream it on our Facebook page as well. So, however you are watching, thank you for joining us. For Chris Fitzgerald, I'm Ben Dryden. You're watching The Big Show, Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy, presented by Mosaic Technologies. For over 60 years, Mosaic has delivered maximum value, service, and possibilities through leading-edge technology solutions woven into the fabric of our communities, members, and businesses. For internet, phone, TV, audio, security, managed Wi-Fi, home automation, I still don't know what that is, and more, give them a call at 715-458-5400 and see what they can do for you. Fitzy, good morning.
Good morning. I see we're live on Facebook. I just
Are we?
turned it on and yep, it says we are.
Oh, good.
So
Yeah, so I don't know if we'll keep doing it this way. We're going to try just streaming on both at the same time, and we'll
just to
figure it
make
out.
the viewers, we just got to make our viewers happy.
That's all it's about, man. That's all it's about.
That's right.
Sports.
Sport. It was a great weekend, wasn't it? Football's back.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
smiling.
I
You must,
am.
you must be a Packers
I
fan.
just love football, but
Yeah.
I went to bed and then woke up and then realized the Vikings were back winning. And yeah, there was a
So
tale of two halves, wasn't it, last night
it
for you
was
Bears?
a tale of two halves. It was. Good morning, Dirk. He's watching us on YouTube. I think
Yes,
it's,
yes.
yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, so tell me, I'll tell you why the Bears lost. You tell me why the Vikings won.
Okay, you tell me first.
All right, so good morning, Nicole. Thanks for joining us. And anyone that is joining us, please put in a good morning. Tell us how your day is going. Yeah, so the Bears lost because of two things. You can't have 12 penalties and over 120 yards and expect to win a game. So penalties. And even though, speaking of the tale of two halves, Caleb Williams was 13 for 16 in the first half. The real Caleb Williams showed up in the second half, and he actually finished with the game with the NFL Week 1 worst 29.4% off target percentage. I
Right.
mean, that's not. I mean, that's the NFL's worst accuracy. I mean, I know we kind of all evaluate quarterbacks differently, and we value certain things. But I mean, can we all just come together and agree on the ball should go where you want it to when you throw it, like accuracy? Can we all get behind that one? So stupid penalties, and you know, uh,
Well, I think the Vikings had more penalty yards than passing yards in the game. The defense showed up for the Vikings in the second half, but it's pretty easy when Caleb Williams just throws the ball wherever he doesn't want it to go.
yeah, just wherever, throw that general direction.
But I don't understand what happened at halftime. I mean, it was crazy the tale of two halves. I mean, the Bears looked like they were going to run down the field every time they touched the ball, and they did. And then the Vikings would stop them, and then they kick a field goal, then the interception run back, but then finally, you know, there wasn't a lot of passing yards, so the Vikings are in trouble unless they get better. I mean, it's the first game of the season; most teams go like this, but yeah, it looked like we had some Michigan highlights finally for JJ, but but other than that, man, that was a
Well,
bad game for him.
you had said I don't know what changed. Well, one of them was in the first half, the Vikings only blitzed at like 22 or 24%. In the second half, it was over 40%. You put pressure on Caleb
Yeah.
Williams. I mean, that dude doesn't want to stand in the pocket at all. Like
Hmm.
as soon as he gets, is like, oh, he feels more comfortable when he's away
Right.
from it and throwing, and that's not good. So it'll
Yeah.
be interesting. And the Packers, wow. I mean, this is the year for the Packers. This is, and if they don't make the Super Bowl, boy, that's going to be a disappointment. I mean, they just don't have a weakness. They may not have like be the best in any given position, but they just don't really have a weakness.
All right. I don't think they do either. I mean, they looked really good. I mean, they ran over the Lions. I know the Lions had two new coordinators, but they didn't look great, but they looked okay. And so,
No.
I worry about. I think it is the Packers' year for the NFC North. There's
Nope.
probably, unless the Vikings get a little bit better, but I don't think it's the Bears or the
No.
Lions. The Vikings finished second, Packers finished first,
Oh, really?
and
See, I had the Packers first, then the Lions, then the Vikings, then the Bears. That was my order.
no, Vikings will make the wild card. Packers will probably win the division.
Okay, good to know.
So JJ's going to come back. He's my Michigan
He
guy.
looked good. He
He
looked
looked
good
fair. I mean,
for a rookie first game.
what-
That
don't you think he should be able to? Not that he's going to. I'm not saying that, but don't you think he should be able to win Rookie of the Year? They
what,
said he's not eligible for Rookie of the Year because
but
this
wasn't
is
he
his
hurt?
second season.
But he was hurt
Yeah,
all
he
year
never
last year.
right.
In baseball you have to hit like a certain number of games. Like you can play like after September you can play for like I don't know how many games and still be the rookie year the next year if you play full time.
No,
I
he's
didn't
not
know
eligible.
that.
Not that he's gonna be it, but I mean, I just think that's a ripoff.
That
So,
is that is. We
so,
should get that rule changed.
but did you enjoy watching sports? I mean, everything's back on
Everything. I
pretty
watched college
soon,
football all day
all
Saturday.
day on
Oh my
Saturday.
goodness. Every
Alabama plays Wisconsin this weekend. I
I
don't
know.
in Alabama. That'll be a good game, early game. So, but yeah, football's back, and college football needs to get. They can't have these 66-0 games. It's going to take away from it. But they've got to play better non-conference schedules.
Well, you got to play some cupcake teams just to kind of
Get
get your
your
bearings a little bit. And it's just different than the NFL. It just is. But yeah, and baseball's wrapping up. A few weeks left. Brewers are looking really good. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a good time to be a Wisconsin
Wisconsin.
sports fan. Bad time for an Illinois sports fan like myself. Oh my goodness, it's just been bad. Hey, listen, I want to ask you something, and I know you're not the
Okay.
sheriff anymore, but this is
Okay.
there's a story that we had done last week, I think it was, and I wanted your thoughts because this all stemmed from when you were the sheriff. Our headline was Judge Sentences Pair in Rice Lake Active Shooter Scare. We talked about it on the show when this happened, back when it did. For people who didn't see that, here's a quick summary. Two men were sentenced in connection to a September 2024 Rice Lake active shooter scare, which turned out to be a vehicle backfires mistaken for gunfire. Two individuals, one from Shell Lake, one from Cumberland, I think, were convicted of misdemeanor disorderly conduct after their actions caused widespread panic, lockdowns in schools, at businesses, and a massive law enforcement response. One of them received 10 days in jail with the option to complete 80 hours of community service. The other one received, the Alexander Warnma, received a withheld sentence of 12 months of probation and must complete 80 hours of community service. The probation is revoked. He'll return to court for additional sentencing. Both men also required to pay $400 in court costs and fees. I'm sure you saw that.
Yep.
What were your thoughts about that?
First of all, I see he took a little heat for posting it, and somebody said, "Why does Dryden Wire post that?" I'm like, "That's the news article." I think that's newsworthy. It affected a lot of people. I think it's newsworthy. I don't think you were trying to shame the kids,
No.
but that's what happens in the real world. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, do I think they should have went to jail? No, but I think they should have paid the law enforcement costs for that night. I think that now they would have. I'm not saying they had to pay it off this year, but they should have had to work for it. And then if they paid it all back to the taxpayers, then then their record can be expunged or something like that. So I would have liked to see that it was a very serious thing. They knew what they were doing. It affected a lot of people. There's trauma out there on it because of it. It's a serious in nature. I would like to see him pay back the law enforcement cost because it was thousands of
I was
dollars.
going to ask about how much
And
would have that been? 10 grand? 5 grand?
I would have think less than 5 grand. But when we have a SWAT call out, that goes 2 to 4 hours, it costs a couple, one to almost $2,000 in overtime. Plus you had the PD, plus you had all these other PDs helping. I would, $4,000 in law enforcement. We could have get the exact number. They could have paid back the citizens of Barron County and the citizens of Rice Lake. And I think that would have been a great punishment. You're on probation until then, and then your record is expunged. Let's give them a chance. They're kids. I understand. And then we expunge their record, but they got to pay back the costs. That's what would like to have seen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now,
So
hold
okay.
on. So there was 80 hours of community service. would you have preferred the restitution aspect of it in lieu of the community service or in conjunction with?
No, I would have said, but I would have tried to do it. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want a record. Then you guys got to go get jobs and pay this back. And you got to basically work for free for the next year, whatever. I don't know,
I see.
whatever they're doing. Maybe they're going to college. Maybe they're got to work part time, whatever. But until you pay it back, you're on probation. You report to the probation office. You pay it back after in the next year or whatever it
Sure,
was.
sure.
$2,000 a piece. That's not a lot. They could have done that and paid it back, and you know, even maybe one night in jail just to show them how it really is.
I would do like 3 nights in jail, like 72
Yeah,
hours
well,
in jail, because one night it's like, I can get through it, but
yeah.
boy, 3 days in jail. I mean, that just it's got to change.
But then expunge their record, then say it didn't
Agreed.
exist, and but you affected a lot of people. I mean, a lot of the businesses that closed should sue them civilly. I don't know if they will, probably not, but they should. That a lot of businesses lost money, a lot of things. A football game was canceled, a middle
That's
school
right.
event. We had coaches jumping on top of kids, and
I
that's
know it
the in. So I don't think the seriousness of that penalty
reflects
was a
the actual
reflect right.
right. Yeah, because it
So
was everything.
that
I mean, that was it was. Oh my goodness, I don't know how many dozens of messages I was getting. What is going on? An active shooter and
yeah.
right. Like I'm like, I don't know. Right. When this was all happening, I text you and you're like, we're working on it. But I think you even said then, like, but no, we've confirmed it's not an active shooter. It's something else. But oh yeah, it was crazy. And in terms of I don't understand that. We get a lot of heat for that stuff.
I
Uh,
know. I don't.
like
All you did is put the
we follow every story to the end. Like it starts with you
right.
send a press release, we publish that. Then it's like, well, now we have to do a deep dive into the story on this. We wait for the criminal complaint so we can do all the details. And we put that in the insider. We write everything that had happened. And then it goes in the list and we follow that story to the end. And it could be in 6 months, it could be in 5 years. But when there is an outcome, then we do the follow up of this is what happened. I don't understand how that is so difficult for people to understand, Fitzy. Look, why are you
Well,
bringing it back up again? I'm like, because it just happened. They just got the sentence finally.
so people want to know the outcome. I mean, it's different. The last 4 months has been super different for me. I
I
have to
bet.
follow stories till the end because I don't have that inside knowledge, or I don't go up to
Yeah,
court and watch, and I
yeah.
don't read the case notes, and so as a citizen now, I think it's very important and appreciate that you follow up and end the story with what happens to them because a lot of people forget, and that's what a lot of people hope to forget. And I'm not saying we embarrass these kids
That's
again.
not the
I'm
point.
saying right. Well, to a degree, it is. People have to know there's consequences for your actions, and
Well,
sometimes that means some publicity, and it's no different than if, some it is.
well,
When cops do bad stuff, it's publicity. I could not do a press release on it. That'd be great. No one would know about it, but that's not transparency, and that's
that's
not what
right.
we should be doing. We should be transparent in everything we do.
Yep. I know I miss you. I do. I want
So,
to switch gears. I want to ask you about some political stuff because I always love talking to you
all
about
right.
politics. And I want to do something called sign or veto. It's what Emily
Okay.
Gall and I do. But first, so this is about the governor's race. First, do you think who was Milwaukee executive just yesterday, I think, or maybe it was this morning, announced that he's going to be running. He put in his bid in the YouTube video. Crowley, the Milwaukee executive. So
Yep.
there's two Democrats that are in as of now, and then there's two Republicans that are in as of now. Have you been following this? And do you think Tiffany will run?
I was at a conference last week to do with telecommunications, and we talked a little bit about politics in that. And yes, they feel that Tom Tiffany is going to run, and I think he is based on the information that obviously we know. I know you, and I know Tom, and I think he's going to run. I think he's waiting for some you know um, some
Yeah.
more things to follow up on, including this next session, getting into session, getting some things done, so he doesn't have to talk about them. So it's when you jump in the race. But as you said, even for the sheriff race, what's your opinion of the new jail project? So I think if you're going to do it, you should jump in and handle the topics. So I hope if he's going to do that, he jumps in and says, no, this is my opinion on this, and this is my opinion on that. And Tom's a good guy. He's never been without his opinion. So I don't think he's,
Yep.
trying to skirt any issues. I think he's just getting his team together and deciding when
Sure.
he's going to do it. But from the telecommunications industry, it all pointed that he was going to run. He was going to be the winner of the primary. And then it came down to who the winner on the Democratic side is. And then can he win from the Northwoods?
Yeah. I don't know why. Like when I put a comment up, so we're trying to dual cast this on YouTube and Facebook,
Yeah.
and then one of them. So here is like Caitlin, and it's like all square and shorter, and then Mike's is like I don't know what's going on. I got to figure it out. Do you think someone from the Northwoods could win? I mean, you just said that they're saying that. So we're talking. I'm not talking about the primary. Because if he
Right.
gets in, yeah, I think the conventional wisdom there, if it's just he and the two others in the Republican side right now, he would, as long as nothing horrible happens, right, something doesn't come up, on paper, he should win the primary. But what about the general? Right now, there is two, Sarah Rodriguez, so female, and Crowley, who is Milwaukee executive. He's black. We've never had a female or a black governor in Wisconsin. Now, Josh Call, will he get in? I'm not sure. But do you think a Northwoods candidate, not just Tom, but anyone, a Republican or a Democrat in the Northwoods, do you think they can actually win a state governor's race?
No, unfortunately, I don't think so. I don't think so. That's why I chose not to run for governor. I
I
just
mean, I
don't think
would
somebody
have
from the
won, except I just happen to be from Rice Lake. So,
right. I don't. I just don't think I can do that. So, I don't think so. I mean, it takes a ton of work. We saw it with Adams' campaign. We saw it with Brad Schimmel's campaign, and he's from down there. It takes a ton of work. You have to make up a ton of votes in the north to cover a little in the south. It's just tough to do. And you look at the map, and 5 counties in Wisconsin produce the presidential and the governor elections. So if you win them, you can win, lose 65 counties. If you win 70, the other 7, you win,
yeah.
So it's tough to win from the Northwoods. You got to spend a ton of time in Madison and Milwaukee. And right now, the temperature of the Republican Party is, up in the air because of the things that Trump does.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's no getting around it. I mean, some people love it, and I'm not saying everything he does is bad, but man, it's just, it's sometimes the way you go about something. You have good intentions, but the way you go about it. And every politician goes through that, not just Trump, not just, man, I wish I could have done that differently, but I do the same thing. I just do it a little different.
Yeah. I think the last time Wisconsin had a Northwoods governor was like 1959, 1960. So it's been a minute. Term limits. Sign or veto. You're the governor. Legislation approves term limits. And I'll even let you pick. We'll just have to say something. We'll say 3 terms. So if it's a 2-year,
12 years.
then it's 6
12
years.
years.
If it's 4 years, then it's 12 years. Would you sign that? And is that universal for legislation, governor? And does that trickle down to judges? Does that trickle down to county board and to sheriffs? Should sheriffs have those? But would you sign or veto just a universal term limit for everyone for, we'll say, 3 terms?
Yeah, I would veto that. That's just not enough time to build the rapport, your core people, you're learning the job. So I would veto it at 3, maybe 5 terms, because I think you can overdo it too. I was 17 years as sheriff. I was still learning. Even at
So as
17
a
years,
sheriff,
I
that'd be
didn't know it
20
all.
years, right? 5
Yep.
terms, that'd be 20
Yep.
years. County
Yep.
board, that would be 10 years. Um,
I don't think you should do it for local elections. I think they're tough enough to find people to run, and you don't want to kick out people. So, because it's
good point.
tough. to find people to run for local elections. So I think you should be careful if you do term limits on local elections. I served on a board, a nonprofit board that had a term limit, and they said, "Well, you got to get off for 1 year and you get back on." Well, I never got back on, and I loved being on that board. And I don't know why they did it. It didn't make sense. It was
Yeah.
9 years, and I had served 9 years on it. And then like, well, you got to get off for a year, and then we'll ask you to come back.
Well,
Well,
then why
they
even
asked to come
have it
back,
if there's a loophole? Then why even freaking have it? Well, just stay out for 1 year and come back for another 9. Well, what?
but and I never went back, and because I got involved in something else, and then I didn't have time to go back to that. So I think you have to be careful with nonprofit boards, with local elections. You know, even but there's a lot to learn if you're a judge, if you're a sheriff, even in the assembly. You can't create friendships and partnerships, whether you're Democrat or Republican, in 6 or 8 short years. I mean, it takes a while, and they always change. So
Yeah.
because somebody chooses not to run, so I'd be careful with term limits.
All right. The other one is a $20 hour minimum wage, even if that was $15 an hour. But let's say it's $20 an hour, because as of right now, MIT has a website for its livable wage. Now, we all know 725 is not a livable wage, and it's not really meant to be anymore. It was a long time ago, but it's not what we use it for anymore, because no adult's making 725 an hour. I mean, my kids are making like 12 and $14 an hour, and they're like 15. So like
Right.
nobody makes that. I want to know, would you sign? Oh, I'm sorry. The MIT says it's $21 an hour right now is the actual livable wage. So we'll just say it's $20 an hour, and there are a lot of people who want the $20 an hour. I think we blew past the $15 an hour like 7 years ago.
Right.
Would you sign the $20 hour minimum wage for Wisconsin requirement? Sign or
I
veto?
think I would. I don't think it affects anybody. I think there'd be a lot of, oh my gosh, but I don't know that there's anybody making, I don't know the answer to that. I hope there's not anybody making less than that. But I mean, you look at the Walmarts and the Quick Trips, and their signs say starting at 17 or 18. So I guess it would probably affect them. But I don't know if that's part time.
Yeah.
I think you should look at $20 minimum for full time, and then part time, because you're given some flexibility, you could choose to go lower. So I would support that, but with maybe some amendments to it.
Sure. Well, you're the governor of Wisconsin. You can like veto anything you want in
I
line
can line
items.
item veto it.
Yeah, that's right. You just change the whole thing.
That's right.
If it did go to like a $20, and I know you're not the sheriff anymore, but what impact do you think that would have, if any, on the sheriff's office? I'm assuming like deputies don't make less than $20 an hour.
Right.
Jail and dispatch probably don't make less than $20 an hour. And I don't know what they make. Let's say it's 23.
I think it's 24 to 25. So
Sure,
yeah,
but if it goes to a
I
minimum,
don't think.
if it went to a $20 minimum wage, there's going to be a lot of businesses that want to pay over that just to keep their to recruit talent. So you could, speaking of Quick Trip, now instead of 17, now it's like, well, we want to pay 24. Well, now if your deputies are going, wait, I'm sorry, what now? I could
Right.
literally work at Quick Trip for the same pay as being a what? Yeah, so what impact, if any, do you think it would have in that scenario that there was a $20 minimum wage on law enforcement? Yeah,
Well, we
thoughts?
went through this, and we talked about it on the show a few years ago when I pushed to get the jailer wages up there,
Yeah.
because they were in that 22 to hour wage. Well, if I don't have to work nights, weekends, and holidays, and I can go to a convenience store or something else and make a dollar or $2 an hour less, I'm going to choose to do that for my
Yeah.
family. And we had people choosing to do that, and that's why we had to get the wage of jailers
That's
up there.
right.
So yeah, so I think it can definitely have an effect on businesses like county government and city government and things like that. So I'm
So it's
probably
a,
out of the
but so it
loop
would
a
be
little bit, but
staffing would be one thing, potentially losing people, but then also you would have to do this again, right? For the county, you'd be like, well, now if they're paying 24, we're back in this again. So everyone that's already making over that, their pay is going to have to go up now too. And a lot of these rural
it's
counties, how are you going to pay for that?
right. It's that compression study. We
Yeah.
went through it in Barron County. We had this great pay raise, but then the middle people, the compression got too close. So then we had to give the middle people money, which then where do you find that money to give the middle people? So 100%, it's called compression. It happens in real life, and I think it happens.
All right. You have some home tech product stuff, and I want to ask you a few more things. We'll get to all that in 15 seconds after a word from Spooner Health. I think this button works now, Mike.
At Spooner Health, compassion is at the center of everything we do. It's rooted in who we are and why we're here. It unites us as providers, neighbors, and as a community. Learn more at spoonerhealth.com.
All right, so you had messaged me, or it said something about home tech because I keep asking about that. Like, I don't understand what that stuff is that you guys do. And you said, I got something for you. So what is it?
I got lots of stuff for you. So home tech is our home tech division. And a lot of people don't understand that. It's smart home and office solutions, and we sell lots of stuff from headphones. Our brand is Sono. And I can't hear you right now. They're not hooked up, but so we sell, this kind of stuff.
Well, slow down here. Slow down.
Hold on. See, we sell little speakers that have
I didn't hear
sound.
it. I can't hear anything.
I know.
So none of your stuff works? We sell it, but no, but so.
So,
I see.
So, yes. You
I
see
get it. Yeah.
You see it?
Yes. I thought it was. I don't know why I'm not hearing anything.
Well, why? I don't know why you don't hear that.
I don't either. It's so weird.
Anyway.
Maybe it's.
But.
Anyway. The head.
We sell these big speakers. Look at that. Talk about sound coming out of it. This is all for your house. And then we sell home security. So you have a home security. We can sell home security. We can arm your house. Cool, isn't it? It's cool stuff. Which hooks to our cameras. So we sell alarm.com. You can self-monitor. You can pay for a monitor fee. So we sell all kinds of security products. You don't have to have our internet to do this. This isn't made for Mosaic customers. So you don't have Mosaic yet in your house, which you should.
Well, I know, but you guys don't have anything here.
We're getting there. I know. And then, so we sell lots of different products. So from thermostats to cameras to video doorbells to motion detectors, wireless heat and smoke detectors. We have flood detectors for your basement. All of this can be installed in your house. We have techs that come and do it. We have blinds. So motorized.
That's the one that I'm most interested in. I'm not going to lie.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Scan your QR code right there.
Okay. That's awesome.
We have all kinds of things. A lot of people want a door lock, so we have a door lock. Yale Door Lock is a brand that we carry. So you can have. So let's say you can connect this all to your phone. So you want to let the cleaning person in. You want to let a delivery person in. You want to let somebody into your garage. Your kids forgot the keys. You can unlock it right from your car.
Oh, Mike.
This is all for the safety and security of people of Washburn and Barron County. That's what I'm doing. I'm not selling nothing.
Okay, but hold on a second. So just talk to me.
Okay.
Not Mike. Who cares about Mike? I'm maybe interested in some of that. So what are we talking price-wise? And so we don't have Mosaic here, but you said it doesn't matter. So I like the blinds are nice, but we probably won't do that. But in terms of like the home security aspect, the camera thing and there was something else that you had there.
The speakers?
Oh, no, the door locks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so what is that? Is it like a monthly charge? What is that?
No, well, there is a monthly charge to have it monitored, but the door lock, you can buy the keyless entry door lock with code as $219. But we have packages. So we have a basic security package from a major security package with all of the bells and whistles. So
nice.
Maybe you just want a door lock and a camera. We sell that, and then it can all be hooked up to our system here if you want this.
Your system, so you get to control it?
No, you get to control it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I get one of those too?
Yeah, you can buy that.
What? All right.
Yeah, and then you can arm it and disarm it.
I just do that all day. I just sit and watch TV in the house. Just I hear Drusha come home and I'm locking the doors.
That's
Oh,
right.
it's good.
You're like, you got to know the code to get in.
Yeah. So I didn't know you had
So,
packages. I haven't been to your
yeah,
website. What is the website again?
experiencemosaic.com.
Okay.
And yeah, it
Experience.
is kind of like a QVC because a lot of people don't know that we have this. And pretty
Yeah.
soon in Cameron here, probably November-ish, we'll have a showroom with all of this stuff in it. So you can come here instead of driving to Eau Claire, you come right to Cameron and you can shop and go like, hey, I'm looking for this speaker like this.
It's a good
I'm
idea.
looking for headphones. And buy local because we give local. That's the one thing that I don't think we talk enough about, and maybe I didn't realize it enough. And you're a small business owner, you understand that. You give to charities. We
Yep.
give. I get to do all the giving here at Mosaic, and I think it's important to support those places that give. And so I'm not saying bigger companies don't give, but they don't give like your smaller businesses. Uh,
Yeah.
Chris Olson from the Printery in Race Lake and Adventures Apparel and on Main Street. He gives and he always promotes. I'm the guy that supports your kids' baseball team, so come and buy from me. And I think that's a message that sometimes when you're in government, you don't get that option. When you're in government, you got to buy low bid, and you always don't get to shop local.
Yeah.
So I think it's important that that people remember that, and that's just my tip of the day, I guess, is give the businesses that give back. Try to support them if you can. And I understand if we're not in the ballpark to the price, but our home tech stuff is all in the ballpark of driving to Eau Claire and buying it.
Is there what you guys offer? Is that is there any other place in our area that does that? Like all the stuff that you guys offer? I'm
I
not
don't
trying to
know,
say like
man.
let's talk about your
Right,
competition. I mean,
right,
there seems to be a lot of stuff
right.
for.
Right. No, the closest thing is a Best Buy. I mean, the
Oh, okay.
closest thing, and I plan on the goal of this remodel is to have, um, a mini Best Buy here so that people can come here and say, man, I really need a speaker and I need it now.
I get
Um,
it now.
yeah.
Now I get why you're saying that you don't have to have Mosaic in order to have this stuff, but
Right.
you have a lot of the things that like you would go to Best Buy for. But I'm not
Right.
driving 2 hours to go to a Best Buy. And honestly,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know they were still in business. I,
Right.
are they really? I thought Circuit City
Yeah.
that went down, but
Yeah.
I
Best
didn't
Buy's
know.
still there.
I mean, all the Best Buy, like, those kind of stores, I thought they've all been kind of like shutting down certain things or certain
Yeah,
places,
I
and
don't know, but
I don't know.
but I think having something local like this to go
Agreed.
to is is good, and the giving back is good. So I just want people to know that we offer all of these products, and a lot of people don't know about our home tech division. We have it; it's in Eau Claire. We actually have a showroom in Eau Claire on Brackett Avenue, but we will have one here in Cameron in the next few months, and we'll be all done with our remodel here.
Um, experiencemosaic.com. So I was writing that down and I realized I wasn't 100% sure how to spell experience. And Mosaic, I had to look up the logo to see how to spell Mosaic.
Yeah,
You like just em.com. That's what you guys get. Just a URL for that.
that's right. I'll
Awesome.
work on it. Yeah, no, so I think it's important to talk about the different things that we offer here
Yeah.
from that
Oh,
and
I saw. I was gonna post it today. Hold on a second. This has to do with that B grant. Evers sent out a press release yesterday, and I get a
who did
chance to
Evers?
post it. Yeah, Governor Evers' PSC announced final proposal submission to unlock federal broadband funding. I didn't read it yet. It's very, very long, and it
Mm,
came too late in the day, so I was going to post it shortly after the show this morning. I don't know if you happen to see that or not.
I did not yet, so I'll have to
Uh,
look at that.
uh, well, now I think about it, it's probably just announced final proposal submission. It may just be the same one that you and I talked about before,
Yeah,
right?
that all went to the NTIA.
Something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Telecommunication Industry Association or whatever it's called. So,
yeah.
and
Any
then
word?
that
Any?
nothing, no finalization yet on anything.
Right.
Yeah, I know. We're getting there. pretty
I
soon.
know.
I was told.
It's huge, though, man. I mean, this is like the electrification of America back in whenever that was.
Speaking of America, how's your other gig going?
Northwoods Policy Network?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going well. I mean, again, we won't be fully launching until next month, but it's going really, really well, especially on X. Holy cow. Especially on X. Like, I think our video, our launch video, I think it's been viewed like at least 20,000 times just on X and shared. It's going very big there. But again, that's all like promotional stuff getting ready to launch. Like, we still have to, I kind of achen it, and you'd get this like running for office. You put all this work into the campaign part, but then then you get the job, but your job's not over. Now the real job starts, and that's I have to do the job. So we're kind of in the campaign mode, to put it that way. And then we have a call this afternoon with our website developer to go over some things. So yeah, it's going. Hopefully, it'll be fall, but hopefully next month, and then the real job starts.
That's right.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right, what are you up to this week?
Going to Eau Claire. We have Leadership Eau Claire, similar to Leadership Washburn County. Next year, we're going to do that together. We're going to do Leadership Washburn County together, and then we're going to talk about it every week on the show.
Really?
Well, that's what I think we should
I
do.
should write that down. Okay.
Next year, we're gonna be in Leadership Washburn County. It's Leadership Barron County. They have a Leadership Eau Claire. This week I'll be touring the farms of the Eau Claire area. So excited to get down there. You know, that's part of our area. So that's part of my job is to be down there in the Eau Claire area. So I'm learning a lot about the Eau Claire area. And so we'll report about that. Not next week. I'll be off next week. I'm going to a national conference on internet and telecommunications. So I'll be next week. I'll be gone next week, and that's why we can't do the show. But I'll be at my first national conference, learning a lot about the internet, and probably BEAD, and probably a lot of other things. So because BEAD is nationwide, it's not just a Wisconsin thing, obviously.
Yeah, maybe we should explain that when we come back. I thought we're off next week because it's my wife's and my anniversary. Next
that's
Tuesday.
why I meant. That's why.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Maybe that would be something interesting we could do a dive on a little bit when we come back in a couple of weeks, is about the BEAD and why that's important. I mean, it's massively important.
And then we're going to talk about what a cooperative is on the last month.
Right.
We have somebody from Barron Electric going to be on and talk about cooperatives and what a cooperative means to a community, and how, Mosaic's been in business for 100 years as a cooperative. We started as a phone cooperative, and we still have phones. It's evolved as it should have evolved. Cooperatives have evolved, but you actually get money back if you're a cooperative. But we'll explain all that in a couple of weeks. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about lots of different stuff, and maybe something I learned.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And more crime stuff, too. I love talking about crime at court and getting your opinion.
That's
Now
right.
you can say a lot more. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
That judge, that district attorney, that cop.
What a jerk. Awesome. We'll see you in a couple weeks. All right. For Chris Fitzgerald, I'm Ben Dryden, and you've been watching Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy, presented by Mosaic Technologies. See, now I can hear it.
That is our speaker. Sold to you, Mike Schaefer. Let's go.
Yeah, suck it, Schaefer. For over 60 years, Mosaic has delivered maximum value, service, and possibilities through leading-edge technology solutions woven into fabrics of our communities, members, and businesses. For internet, phone, TV, audio, security, managed Wi-Fi, home automation, and more, give them a call at 715-458-5400. See what they can do for you. Thank you to everyone who joined us live today. We'll see you again in 2 weeks for another special September episode of Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy. So until then, thank you for tuning in. Stay positive and have a blessed day. What are you doing?